Good afternoon. It is 3 p.m. and we are ready to talk about emotional healing through essential oils and flower essences. So we're going to let a few people join the Facebook Live before we really jump into it, because we want everyone to benefit from this fantastic information. Hi Marybelle, ¿cómo estás? And we're going to have a couple of people looking for someone I need to invite here, but I don't see them listed. Qué bueno, Mari, mucho gusto. Okay, we have 5 people on. We're going to go ahead and get started. Before I bring on our special guest from France, I'd like to tell you guys just a little bit about myself. My name is Ansylla Ramsey. I am a holistic hair care specialist. For the past 17 years, I have helped women embrace their natural hair texture and taught different countries about hair care, natural hair care, beyond just styling, but helping people to understand the importance of, hi Lorrie, the importance of what they're using on their hair, on their skin, how it affects the body. And that led me into the study of overall wellness, which helped me to give a more holistic approach to hair care. So that's what I've done for the past 17 years. More recently, I've gotten much more involved in the wellness side of beauty, helping people to see it's also important, excuse me, hey Carla Ramsey, that's my mom, you guys, she joined. The importance of what we're doing on the inside as well. And the last couple months, I started a company called Wellness in Real Life, because I think sometimes people envision healthy habits as just your whole life turning upside down, and that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Even the little things that you do can make a difference. So I make it a goal of mine to share with people simple tips, simple things that they can do to improve their overall mental and physical wellness with just changing some simple habits or incorporating some simple things in their everyday life. So that's me, that's what I do. Hey Dee, I'm so glad you made it. So just a little bit about me. So I am a distributor for Nature Sunshine Products, a company that I'm absolutely in love with. I love their products, I love their service. I'm just thoroughly enjoying being a part of this company. I've been with them for about 12 or 13 years, but like I said, just more recently getting more involved in the wellness side. That leading me to study more about essential oils. I'm also a wellness coach. I completed the certification for authentic essential oils. So just getting more in the wellness community online. I connected with, hi Sherry, thanks for joining. Oh Eric, I missed your comment, I'm sorry. I connected with Lorrie. I started following her on YouTube, and her information is just fantastical. I mean, I learned so much just watching her videos, and I'm able to share with other people. And contrary to what some might believe, I find that just the wellness community, yes, many people are in business, but it really is coming from a place of wanting to help people. That's why information is often given so freely, because we want people to be better. We want people to feel better. So, excuse me. So I reached out to her, and she and I are talking about working together. And so I said, well, hey, why don't we do an interview? And she's so nice, and we just connected, and we laugh, and we talk. And so we're going to bring her on now. Okay, so let me get Lorrie in here. We can meet her. As a little bit about her. She should be on in just a second. Thank you guys all so much. There she is. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you this time.
Welcome,
oh
Lorrie.
My goodness.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me here tonight. I mean, it's my night, your afternoon. It's
Right.
9 o'clock here in France, and it's still light. We have a lot of sun still.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, interesting.
To summer. So
That's nice.
thank you so much.
Sure. And thanks everyone for joining. Like I said, Laura's going to share some information with you guys. For many of you, it may be new information. I know it's relatively new for me, having an understanding of how we can deal with emotions, but also how it can affect our physical health. So just to, let me introduce Lorrie properly. So she's going to talk to us about, like I said, emotions and how it relates to our physical health. She has practiced in holistic health field for over 29 years. She's certified in nutrition, iridology, and kinesiology. She's an international teacher of aromatherapy and has founded and developed 2 aromatherapy companies in the States as well as France. She has developed the Lorrie Hargis International School of Aromatherapy, teaching online courses for students. She acts as a consultant for a leading natural health and wellness company. She lives in the south of France with her husband and youngest daughter on an organic farm. How nice is that? Where lavender, thyme, sage, and rosemary are grown. You must be super relaxed, Lorrie.
Well, I have to admit, I'm a very fortunate person, and I'm very happy to be here where I am. It's a gorgeous place, and it's a very healthy place to be. That's really important for me. You know, my son said when he first arrived here, he says, like, Mom, he goes, you know, you can really breathe here because the air is so clean.
Oh, wow. See, that is, okay, I'll be visiting soon. We'll talk about that offline.
Exactly.
Okay, so she lives on an organic farm where lavender, thyme, sage, and rosemary are grown and distilled for essential oils and hydrosols. How interesting. She's passionate about teaching others to access the natural healing powers of essential oils to enhance their own health and well-being and that of their families. So welcome.
Thank you very much. That's a very nice introduction. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So let's get back to the question. Have you ever thought about emotions and what they have to do with our physical problems? Lorrie, what's your take on this?
Well, my take on this is that we can have physical problems, and sometimes we don't even realize that the emotion has caused this physical problem. And what happens, they've done studies with people, like with lie detector test, and they've asked a person, you know, okay, how did you feel when your parents got divorced? The person responded saying, oh, I was okay with it. But on the lie detector test, it showed that their blood pressure went up.
Wow.
They were stressed.
Wow.
So therefore, we know that when we suppress emotions, a lot of times then it has a physical consequence on our body.
Okay.
And the more we suppress things, the worse then our physical health can become. And they've done all kinds of scientific studies on this. And we're just now really seeing what our physical problems can become because of not releasing the emotions, not forgiving, not grieving when we've had a loss, such as when our parents divorced, if we got divorced, if we lost a parent. And I think this is really something that we need to deal with and realize that our emotions are very powerful. And if we don't deal with them, it's going to manifest into a physical problem. Like I was saying before, someone who has high blood pressure say, oh, I have high blood pressure because, you know, I have more stress at work, which can cause that too. But if you're not dealing with the emotional aspect at work that's causing your problem, then your blood pressure can go up also, because it could be that stress. It could be internal stress, like talking about a person on the lie detector test, which is where the person can't relieve their stress. They can't get through it. So they keep the anxiety inside from their parents, for example, being divorced, and they live with this until finally one day, possibly, they have a heart attack. You know, our heart, I really like to talk about the heart because it's so important to us. It's our feeling. It's where we share our love from, is from our heart. And I think this is a really important part of our lives that we need to acknowledge.
That is so insightful. Yes, that makes a lot of sense, because I think when we think about how we're affected physically by emotions, we just kind of think of the immediate stresses we're under. We don't think about all of the past stuff that we've dealt with or have not dealt with. So that's great.
Exactly.
if you can give me just a minute, I'm going to translate just a little in Spanish because I know we have some Spanish viewers on as well. So I'm just going to translate a little bit. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Okay.
It went out a little bit. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Just speak Spanish and I'll hear you.
There we go. I'm going to do just a brief little summary in Spanish for our Spanish viewers, okay?
Okay, great.
Lori está diciendo, well, primero, para introducirla un poco, ella tiene ya 29 años de trabajar con la salud natural y ella está diciendo que nos afecta el cuerpo, mismo que no es, si tenemos emociones en el pasado que no hemos, I can't think how to say the word in Spanish. Si tenemos cosas del pasado que nos afectan ahora, porque pueden afectar nuestro cuerpo, por ejemplo, nuestra sangre, nuestra presión de sangre está elevado a causa de algo que pasó cuando éramos niños, tal vez los padres se divorciaron, por ejemplo, algo así. Entonces, aliviado, gracias, Carla Ramsey. Emociones no hemos aliviado. Que nos afectan ahora. Entonces, ella nos va a explicar un poquito en cómo podemos tratar esa situación ahora con aceites esenciales, okay? Okay, so we'll go on to the next section, which is what is emotional healing? Well, that's our next question. What is emotional healing then, Lori?
Well, for me, emotional healing starts with recognizing first that we have a challenge in some way that's causing us to have say, for example, we have a pattern in our life that keeps happening all the time. Say it's a pattern in a relationship. It could be that, you know, we constantly are having the same argument with our spouse. It's the same story over and over again. That can be something. Say we have an addiction and we can't get through that addiction. That can be one thing. A habit that we're always late, for example. We're not really committed. So these three things can be situations where they're caused by an old story in our past, an emotional situation that caused us to have the pattern, caused us to have the addiction, or caused us to have this attitude or habit that sometimes we don't even know why we have it. It could have been because we were in a family situation where boundaries weren't clear with our parents. For example, maybe our parents were living too close to us, they were too enmeshed with us, or maybe our parents were too distant from us and didn't pay us enough attention. It's not blaming parents, it's just that life is life, and we all have challenges, health challenges, and we have to sometimes look at that and say, okay, this is what's bothering me. This is the situation that's bothering me. Take a look at that. And then once we acknowledge it, we're on the way to emotional healing, okay?
Okay.
And then when we recognize it, then we can work on that and we can help ourselves. And through this course, this is what this class workshop I'm teaching that you're going to be sponsoring for us in October. This is what we're doing. We're working on that. We're working on one issue that the person has in the classroom, and then we're showing you how to use essential oils, flower essences that work on our emotions to help you overcome and become really who you're supposed to be your full potential. I mean, that's why we're here. We're put on earth to have a mission and to fill that.
Okay, that's really interesting. Yeah. And this, again, is very new to me, but I recently had some sessions with a person who's experiencing emotion code, and it works. It's amazing. It's absolutely fascinating.
It works beautifully. Yes, it really does.
I mean, you can see the changes in not only your attitude, you can see your changes in how you react to different things. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. So you were recently in Florida teaching essential emotional healing with essential oils and flower essences. What is this transforming training?
Okay, so in this training, like I was saying before, what we're doing is the students are recognizing the issue that they have, that they really want to work on. Then I'm teaching them about how to use essential oils, because as we know, when you smell, like right here, I have a rose from my garden. So when you smell something, and of course, when we smell an essential oil like rose, rose is highly concentrated because it's been distilled. And so you have even more of a powerful, but when you smell something, you take a nice little whiff of it, and it goes right through those little mucous membranes in your nose, and you pull that up into your olfactory bulbs here. That goes to the hypothalamus and the nervous system. And it sends a message to, after the hypothalamus, to the pituitary, the adrenals, and then to your reproductive organs. But at the same time, it works on the nervous system, and it goes into this part of your brain. And this part of the brain is where all your positive and negative memories are stored. So when you smell something, you can reprogram the negative memories that you have in here. So say, for example, I have an issue, let's make it up, I have an issue with grief. Someone's passed away in my family, and I never really grieved it. I never cried. I never really fully accepted the situation. And I could say, that's my issue. And then what we would do in the class is every student works with another partner, and they do storytelling, which is a wonderful way to transform this situation that has caused you to have this negative thing in your life. What we do is you tell your story, you transform your story, and then I'm teaching you about what essential oils you can use for that, and flower essences, how they work together, and then you get to make your own blend. And you don't make your own blend, but your partner makes it for you because you are working with somebody else in the class. So it's really a transforming experience. You're not only learning about yourself, but you're learning about someone else. You're learning how to be a good listener, which is very important in healing. And this is something that I feel that it really transforms them, and they come out of the class feeling really great.
Wow, that is fascinating. I'm so excited.
I am too. I'm excited because I feel like it's one of the best workshops I've ever done.
That is great. Okay, wow. So hope you guys are taking notes and paying attention. October, we're going to give you some more details. So Lorrie, who will benefit from this emotional healing workshop?
Anyone can benefit from this class. As we see here, Shirley was in the class that I had in Florida, and she's saying here, she says, in the storytelling in Lorrie's emotional healing class was amazing. It was transforming. You know, this is very, very important, and anybody can take the class. You don't have to have any experience with essential oils or flower essences. Anybody can benefit from it. So it's great if you can come, bring a friend, bring 3 friends, and really, you know, you can help each other out. So this is something that's very important to do. That way you can fulfill your potential.
Okay. I'm glad that Shirley commented. I also saw that Diane Mayarisi, I hope I'm saying it right. Delcy is asking, will you be in Florida again? Okay, we're going to give you guys some details about when she's coming back to the States. Before we get to that, it's nice to see people that are here are giving such positive feedback and that the results are so encouraging. So I'm going to share with you guys just a couple of testimonials that we have had from her classes in the past. We had Linda from Wyoming saying that her class has given, Lorrie's class has given her the tools to use more essential oils. She's teaching 2 oil classes at a local hospital. Wow. She's studying her materials, and she really sets the stage for that. She says, I'm so glad I took your class. It was so great. Your books are so good and usable. I was so impressed with your class. I certainly came home with so much more than the cost. You are amazing. I'm so glad I got to meet you and consider you one of the most gifted and loving souls in the business. And I really mean that. Have a great day. How nice. Okay.
That was really nice, huh? And
really
it was the
nice.
first time she had ever been in one of my classes. So I was like, wow.
That's fascinating. Then we have Dawn from Georgia. She says, well, there has been several things going on in my family and extended family since the workshop, and I've been able to handle them without accepting the emotional responsibility. That's major. I think about them from a different perspective that we were taught in that workshop. It has really helped me, and of course, the essential oils and flowers. Also nice.
Yeah, and I think what really Dawn, she and I talked, and
Hmm.
and Dawn was saying it's really about boundaries. Before she was enmeshed with everybody and taking on
Hmm.
their things, and she's learned now to see it from different perspectives, like we do in our storytelling, and this way she can have more of an objective with things and not
Okay.
get involved in it, and that way then she can do what she needs to do if she needs to do something in the situation, but she's more objective. She doesn't get involved in it so quickly.
I see.
Lets
Oh,
people
that's
figure
great.
out their own stuff.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking because Linda talked more about using it to help others. Dawn says how it helped her personally. And here's one from Shirley, our friend in New Jersey. She
Yeah,
says,
there's Shirley.
my eyes are open to many new techniques for emotional healing. The essential oil blends made in the class led me to more understanding about how to use flower essences and essential oils. Then learning how to reshape a negative personal story are some of the valuable things that I learned in the emotional healing workshop with Lorrie Hargis. So thankful that I will receive the recording of this as well because it was packed with valuable information on emotional healing that I will share in the near future. Very nice. Again, I like it's going to help me, then I can help other people. That's just, so important when you're in wellness.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. So when will you be back in the U.S.?
Oh, I'm going to be coming in October, which I'm very excited. October 22nd. And yeah, it's going to be great. I'm going to be in Alexandria, Virginia. So I haven't been to Virginia in, I don't know, 20 years, I think. No, it's
Wow.
less than that. 18
Okay.
years. Yeah. I think the
Okay.
last time I was there, I taught a 2-day aromatherapy class in Richmond, Virginia. And it was
Okay.
great. I love Virginia. The people are super there. So I can't wait to be
We.
there. Oh, and we have another student on here too. If you look, Myrna Bird.
Oh, I missed it. Okay, I saw that she was commenting. Oh, and I'm sorry, you guys, we can't respond to everybody's comment since we're doing the interview, but I'm definitely going to go in and post some comments after the fact. Thank you to everyone who's sharing the video. We really appreciate it. Thank you, those of you who have had experience with Lori's classes, for sharing your experience. And we're definitely going to keep those and compile them for as we're sharing with other people how wonderful this class is. So yes, October 22nd, we're bringing Lori to the Washington, D.C. area. My company,
Yep.
Wellness in Real Life, sponsor. And so we're so
I'm
excited
very
to be
excited
here.
to be there. I am. I'm really excited. It's going to be at the Hilton Alexandria Old Town Hotel, which
Okay,
is a great hotel, and
beautiful.
it's going to
I
be
actually have
a
my
beautiful
apartment there.
experience.
Yes. Alexandria is so nice because when you're coming, it's kind of central. You can, if you're going to be here for a couple of days, there's things to see around. It's really a nice area to be in. Okay. Ruth
Yes.
just posted the link if you guys want to sign up. In the comments, you'll see from Ruth. She posted the link. And Lori, what languages will this workshop be offered in?
It's going to be, of course, I speak English, and I just had someone comment earlier who is an old dear friend of mine who lives in Switzerland, and she is wonderful in languages. But I, for some reason, am not really great except in one language, and that's English. So I'm going to be speaking English, but it's going to be translated in Spanish.
Yes. So,
So we're going to have and everything's translated in Spanish. The materials are in Spanish, and I will be interpreted in Spanish. That's the correct word, not translation. But all the information is in Spanish, and also everybody who attends the class gets the recording too.
that's amazing. Okay, so para nuestros amigos que hablan español, vamos a tener la clase en inglés y también va a ser interpretado en español. Toda la información también está disponible en español y cada estudiante va a recibir también la grabación para llevar a casa también, okay? All right, great. So here's another biggie. Will this be offered online as well?
Yes. Fortunately, yes, we do. We do live stream. Remember, we have to have a hotel that has Wi-Fi because
Yes,
we are now in 2017.
that's the way it is.
It's the way it is. And we live stream the class in Florida. This class will be live streamed. So if anybody who cannot uh, attend because they're too far away, they can attend by live streaming. And I think we have some comments you have there from a live streamer too.
Oh,
You
okay.
have a testimony there. Did you get it from Guillermo? I wrote it there on
Oh,
the.
go. Let me look back. Oh, I might have missed one. No, I didn't get a one from Guillermo. I read the ones that I had. It was Dawn, Linda, and Shirley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh,
Guillermo, he's in California and he is in my 240-hour aromatherapy program and my Common Sense community too. And so
hmm
Guillermo, my 240-hour aromatherapy program, people come and have this event. Okay, it's an event for them also. And so Guillermo couldn't attend. Something happened. So he came live streaming, and we had a lot of live streamers. And we asked live streamers to have a partner,
Okay.
okay?
hmm
Because it's really important. We want them to have the class like they're there because we
Right.
are live with them. They are experiencing everything that we are doing, okay? And they're blending. We tell them all the supplies that they need to have. They're blending at the same time we're blending. It's like they're there with us. I mean, they are. They're with us the whole
Right.
time, and it's a great way to be there if you can't make it to the live event. We want you to attend as a live streamer too.
Exactly. Marybelle just commented. She can't believe it's going to be so close. She can't miss it. That's
Oh,
my good
that's
friend
great. Well, I'm
Marybelle.
so glad.
Yes.
Yes, yes. She's going to bring her Spanish group, huh?
Yeah, she's going to bring her Spanish group. She's been into natural health for years as well, so she's a great contact to have. I often
Oh, super.
been um,
So Marybelle, bring all your friends, bring all your Spanish friends because we're going to have a great time. All of our Spanish group last time, they really enjoyed the class. It was lots of fun. It's very personable, and I am there to facilitate you and guide you and support you through this workshop.
definitely. There was a comment also. One of the ladies said, I think it was Marsha. She said since she took the class already, can she tune into the live stream as a refresher? You may want to contact her offline, but I wanted to just let you know.
You know, that's true. Yes, they can retake it as a refresher. They sure
Oh, great.
can by live streaming.
Okay.
If they're on the East Coast and they want to come over, or if they're from the West Coast and they want to take it live. In fact, we had some live streamers say that they would like to come and take the class live. I got a message yesterday from someone. So
Mm,
of course they can take it again. It's not a
okay.
problem. They're more than
Okay.
welcome to.
Awesome. And you know what? I have to apologize. Yes, I now do see Guillermo's testimonial. So my mistake. Yes. Guillermo, more specifically, he had joined by live stream, and he said his relationship with friends and family has improved from the new techniques and information he learned about essential oils in the workshop. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so October 22nd, 2017,
Mm-hmm.
from I don't see the time. Is it 1:30 to 5:30? Is that our
1:30
time?
to 6:30.
1:30 to 6:30. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ruth is saying that you will also provide a translation of the emotional healing presentation slides in Spanish for all attendees and live streamers. That's great.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Uh,
they will receive the recording. And when they receive the recording, of course, the interpretation will be there in Spanish in the recording.
okay.
And they'll receive the slides in Spanish too. So
Oh,
that
that's
way they
fabulous.
can take,
Yeah.
they receive those. We transfer those to everybody. My marketing manager, Ruth, does that. She
Okay.
transfers it to everybody just a week after the class, because then what she does is she goes through and listens to the recording and makes sure everything's clean and
I
sends it
see.
out with the slides.
hmm Okay. That's great. Okay, you guys. So everyone mark your calendar. October 22nd here in the Washington, D.C. area in Old Town, Alexandria, Virginia. If you were at my hair awards in 2015, that's where it was. So it's a great hotel. And if you guys have any questions for either of us, just send us messages. If you're
Mm-hmm.
in the States and you want to contact me about any travel, I have a great travel contact who's probably on here as well. Tish, she's a wonderful travel agent. So whatever you need, do not hesitate to ask. Okay? Whatever you need, whatever you're not sure of, whatever something's unclear, just ask. Because we want everyone to benefit fully from Lorrie coming all the way from France to give us this training. I mean, it doesn't get any better than
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Well, I'm coming 5,000 miles, so I want to see as many people as I can, if it's
Absolutely.
possible. And we'll have a book signing. When you get signed up for the class, you need to make sure that you purchase my book, so that way you will have the information about each single essential oil. And that way, when you go to make your blend for your partner, you will be prepared and have that information with you.
Wow, that's great
All
to
the, yeah, all the class materials and supplies, though, will be there for you. It's just you'll have to purchase the book separately.
Okay, I see. Marybelle says you will be very welcomed.
Oh, that's so great. And someone just said, I think what might have to have some again and bring a friend. Here, somebody said, is there a
Oh,
limit?
that was Shirley. Is there a limit to the number of attendees? We
You
do
know
have a,
what?
oh, well,
We do have a limit. You're right. We do. Our room is only so big. So if you want to get your friends in, you need to do it as soon as possible. You need to get signed up, because also the price will change too, huh?
right,
Yeah.
exactly. We're
Yeah.
going to have a cutoff as to the early bird then versus after a certain date. And we have all those details. We'll get them out to you guys. So if you want anything specific, like I said, Ruth shared the link in her comments. I'll reshare that, and we'll give you as much detail as possible. I was also thinking, too, because I have quite a few connections in different parts of the country. If someone is interested in hosting a satellite group that we can live stream to, we can also make that kind of arrangement. You know, like Tish, my buddy in Dallas, she might want to
Mm-hmm,
get it
mm-hmm.
together. We can make sure that they're all connected, and so it's a way to get as many people as possible.
Yeah,
Like I
and,
said,
and if they can all partner up,
exactly,
they could be have maybe two screens there, and they can all partner up and be together, because it
exactly,
really works well. They need to be partnered up with somebody when they're live streaming. All of
exactly.
our live streamers did that. They all had a
Okay.
partner. They
Hmm.
invited a friend, and they came over. Everybody was signed up, of course, for the class, and they did it, and they said they had great results. So I think both ways is great. Of course, I prefer everyone to be live if they can be there,
Hmm. Right, right.
because it's more intimate. But hey, the live streaming works. I mean, isn't this great that you and I can do this? I'm 5,000 miles
I
away.
know. Can you imagine? I'm loving this technology. Marsha, I'll be sure to get my contact information to you. I'll put it in the comments as soon as we're done, okay?
All
Okay, so
right.
you guys are ready, October 22nd. Let's get things moving and shaking.
That's
Again,
right.
let
Get
me know if
yourself
you need
signed
anything
up as soon as possible, because we
as
have a
possible.
deadline and we only have so many people. It's very
Exactly.
important that you get
Exactly.
signed up, because
Hmm.
this is going live. Are we going to be doing something again next month? Are we going to be doing something together? And
Yes, why don't we do another interview like this? Is this the first Wednesday of June or is this the second? This is the first Wednesday of
the
June.
first
So let's
Wednesday
do it,
of next month.
let's do it the first Wednesday of July. We'll do another one. I think that's a great idea.
Okay, yeah, we could do something like that, and that way, if people have more questions, we can answer them about it, and we can talk about it if you like to do that.
Okay, that sounds good. So we'll schedule that. All
Okay,
right.
sounds
Well, thank you
great.
again, Lori. It's getting late there, so
Oh,
we're gonna
thank
go get
you
some
so much
rest.
for doing this. It was so wonderful that you contacted me, I was like, wow, this is great that you that you contacted me, and now I'm going to come to the East Coast. I'm very, very
Yes.
excited about it. It's going to be
And
wonderful, and it's going to be
I'll be
beautiful because
honest.
all the fall colors.
Yes, you're coming a good time of year. And my main motivation, honestly, is I want to take the class. I really want to
Well, that's what's great about being a sponsor.
right,
You get the
exactly.
class.
Exactly. Okay, mom, that's my mom. She's saying thanks, Lori. We can't
Oh,
wait to have
she's so
you.
welcome. And thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be there.
Absolutely. Okay, well, have a good night. And of course, we'll be in touch. I said, we'll be
You
in
sound
touch.
like a computer. Okay, we'll be in touch, I'm sure, soon. Thank you so much.
All righty, bye-bye.
And don't forget your essentials. Use your common sense. Au revoir.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.